Welcome to Beards and Buckets. My name is Teebs.
I'm Mike.
And we're back again. We got an agenda that is not in front of me right now, so you might need to take over the... I know we're co-hosts, but I feel like I always read the agenda, so
Yeah,
maybe
I do typically read the agenda.
maybe I'll slap down my Uno reverse card today.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, we're going to be starting talking about the Clippers and the surge they've been on. Then we're going to be moving on to another surge that's happening out east with the Atlanta Hawks. We're going to talk about a little duel that happened yesterday between the Suns and Celtics. And then we're going to talk about the future. We're going to talk about two teams. We're going to be talking about a couple of teams out in Seattle and Las Vegas that might be making their way to the NBA. And then we are going to briefly discuss the current playoff picture and how we think things might shake out there.
Hell yeah.
So starting with the Clippers, for reference, in December 19th to be exact, they were 6-21. They're currently 500.
Insane.
They've just been cooked.
That's, personally, for me, that's the best turnaround I've seen. Like, maybe even better than, like, where were the Celtics the first time they went to the finals? I think they were at, like, the 9 seed or something. At, like, the trade deadline. A number... That was the energy...
Celtics.
The energy is about to shift here. That was that...
Or the energy shifted.
Before the energy shifted. ChatGPT is going to be concerned with that.
I can't find it. We'll get back to it.
All right.
But the Celtics were bad before. But I mean, 6-21 is brutal. But yeah, first team in NBA history to be 500 after being 15 games under 500.
Which is impressive. And honestly, I did not think that team would be doing that. So, First and foremost, I want to say I didn't think they'd start 6-21. I didn't think the Clippers were going to be like outstanding. I thought they'd probably hover around 500, you know, be a late standings team. Then they were 15 games 500. I was like, wow, this team blows. So I was like, oh my God.
They've done so good that they've reached your original expectation.
Yeah. Well, Kawhi just decided to turn back the clock a little bit. Yeah. So, I mean, shout out to him. It's been fun to watch. He's had some crazy games, and I hope it continues, and I hope he doesn't hurt himself. I hope Zaza Pachulia doesn't spawn in for some reason. So I hope he stays healthy, because you never know what the Clippers could do. So yeah,
I mean, if you see Zaza Pachulia get a 10-day contract, you gotta be scared.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta be scared.
Kawhi will just be like,
We do have a note here of, are they a dark horse? I mean, looking at the standings, they'd be facing, right now, they're the projected 8 seed.
Okay.
They'd be facing the Thunder. They aren't beating the Thunder.
No.
I don't really see a way in which they're a dark horse, because they're facing the Thunder or the Spurs, and they aren't beating either of those guys.
Yeah.
So, but I will say,
have some faith in the club.
They've got some exciting pieces. I hope they finish the year above 500, because they have the talent to be above 500.
Mm-hmm.
If everyone's playing at their best, Garland's an all-star level player, Kawhi's an MVP level player, Zubac is on that border of being an all-star level player.
Yep.
And Ben Mathurin can score the hell out of basketball. So they've got a lot of good guys there, and it's just sort of a matter of making it all work.
I think the Clippers are in a better position post-trade deadline. I'm stating the obvious, but I think they're in a better position in the sense of, like, Kawhi's getting older, and obviously he's not going to do this forever, and, like, who knows, he could stop playing like this next week. You know, like, and it's just, he's getting to that age. So let's just say that happens to Kawhi. Maybe he goes to a different team, he's in a different role, or he just straight up is, like, retired or something, or whatever. I think the Clippers put themselves in a good position with Garland and Mathurin, having them on the team. I think you got 2 young, great guys to build around. So that's like the worst case scenario. It's like nothing comes out of having Kawhi on the team, maybe for a few more years or something.
Right.
So you got some pieces going forward now, because with Harden, with Zubac, both weren't getting any younger. And same with Kawhi. So now you kind of got some building blocks. Whereas before we were like, I don't know what's going to happen once these guys are done.
They have a future.
Yeah, they did not.
Future now.
Yeah.
And it's one of those cases where I feel like it's very rare in NBA trades nowadays that you get a true win-win.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this is one of those rare cases.
Right.
Where the Cavs got the playmaker they were looking for in Harden. They got a guy that can play alongside their stars. And granted, he's had like his little injury issues. Mm-hmm. But they've been looking good since he's gotten there. And same with the Clippers. It's like they both got exactly what they needed out of that trade.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like both teams came out of that trade not only like not worse, but both teams were better off because of that deal, which is just rare nowadays. And it feels like half the time a trade happens, one team's getting fleeced and the other team's walking away with like everything under the sun.
Yeah.
Moving on to a team out east though, with the surge of their own going, the Hawks have won 10 straight.
Did not think I'd be saying that this late in the season.
I didn't think I'd be saying it at any point this season, frankly.
Shout out to Atlanta Hawks basketball, well coached by Quinn Snyder.
ATL. Magic City Monday got canceled. But definitely didn't get canceled.
Off the top of my head, I know CJ McCollum's found his footing. McCollum's. Did I just say McCollum's? I just like CJ McCollum. There's one McCollum.
All five CJ McCollum are averaging 17, 4, and 4.
Can a team of CJ McCollum go 82 and
find out on the Teebs?
Yeah. But I know he's found his footing. Like in Washington, he was fine.
Yeah.
But in Washington, he was in Washington.
Yeah.
So that's the problem there, right? So you're playing for nothing, right? Yeah. So at least here,
Washington blows.
It's sad.
It's really sad. They're so bad. They don't guard the rim.
No.
Like, hold on. Let me just pull up the stats.
They don't guard the fucking rim, man. I'll be on a bio. He'll tell you.
I watched Celtics versus the Wizards the other day. And Neemias Queta, you would have thought he was Shaq. Like, hold on.
You would have. There's a sentence I never thought of here.
You would have thought Neemias Queta was Shaq. Hold on. I'm pulling it up.
I look up Neemias Queta every morning.
As you should. Against the Wizards, he had 24 and 10.
Okay.
And I'm just like, don't get me wrong, Neemias Queta can hoop. But 24 and 10, I was like, damn. And then against Philly, he had 27-17.
And
Queta's good.
Reliable starting center, man.
He is, bro. He really is. But they had nothing for him. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy watching that game.
But we were talking about the Hawks.
We were talking about the Hawks.
Jonathan Kuminga has been great.
Yeah, come bucket.
As if yeah.
Playing real good out there.
Yeah, I'm sure the people upstairs in this house would love to hear the context of what you just said.
Yeah, anyways.
Jonathan Kuminga has been great for them. I think we touched upon it last episode a little bit. I know Hawks fans have literally been chanting "Thank you, Warriors" because they're happy they have him on the roster. Mm-hmm. And Jonathan Kuminga, as we have also talked about, definitely feels and looks free on that roster to play how he wants to play.
He does, and it feels like he doesn't have Steve Kerr holding him back anymore, which is frankly all he needs. He's averaging, I'll give him 15. We're rounding up here. 15 points, 8 boards, and 3 assists.
Mm-hmm.
Like, better than anything he was ever doing as a Warrior. And it's like, you used, I think it was top 5 draft capital on him, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's like, I don't get how you don't give a guy like that opportunity. I know with the Warriors you were winning, or you were constantly trying to compete, so it's like, you have time to develop this young guy. It's partially, obviously not as extreme with Kuminga, but I feel like that's part of why Wiseman failed so much too, was because it was like he wasn't good right away, and so they just never made time for him.
Right.
But it's good to see Kuminga finally get out of there and have a real opportunity, in that he's actually shown out. Like, he has a couple of 20-point games. Or actually, a couple of 20-point games for them. He had 27 in his debut for him. So you like to see it.
Yeah, we
like to see it. And Jalen Johnson, too. has been incredible for them.
Dude, he's blossomed this year, man. Like into a, dare I say, kind of a superstar caliber player. Maybe more of a star. I think the word super, I shouldn't attach to it quite yet, but
Superstar is like
yeah, next. It's like another tier. Yeah, like he's definitely formed. He's become a star player. I mean, the guy's a walking triple double. He can go out and play every part of the game well. So
insanely versatile wing.
Yeah,
and I'd have to see how old he is. Let me look.
I think he's like
I want to say he's like 27. Oh, 24.
Yeah, he's definitely younger than 25.
He was younger than I thought.
Yeah.
But that's the archetype for a star player.
Yep.
That is the type of player you build your team around, is a wing who can do everything.
I mean,
it's tried and true. And if he can continue to develop over the next 4 or 5 years, maybe he can be a superstar, you know? No one's saying he can't.
I look at the Hawks on paper, and again, this might be a little recency bias with the 10-game win streak, but it's like they've just caught fire. You have a really good coach, one of the better ones in the league, I think. You have, on paper, I think, a really good team. Not a great team, but a pretty good team. Like, what is that team missing? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at their roster, like,
let me pull up this Hawks roster here. They have all the wings in the world.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. I think maybe more reliable guard, not reliable, maybe more guard depth in general. I mean, CJ's been great. I know they're bigs. I mean, Okongwu has been good this year.
I'm a big Okongwu guy.
Yep.
I always.
Oh yeah.
I cheered when he was hitting daggers against the Celtics.
Came out here, fucking game winner, playing in-season tournament game. Yeah, you were the only one in the arena that was happy wearing a Celtics jersey.
I said it. I'm like, at least we lost to Okongwu.
We lost by 1. Everyone in the train station was depressed, and you're over here cheesing over Okongwu.
I love me some Okongwu.
Insane.
Shout out to Chino Hills. But really, they're just missing a bona fide superstar.
That's kind of what I was thinking. But like, even so,
and also at this point, it's kind of like Risacher feels like a big miss.
And
who knows? He has all the time in the world. He's only 20.
Yeah,
but 10 points per game, number 1 pick. It's like,
this is who is this? Risacher, that's right. Yeah. No, he's one of the bigger busts I've seen. Balls, yes.
Like, not the worst I've ever seen. Because
Anthony Bennett exists.
Yeah.
Oh my God. People had the same thought.
But like, I don't know, man. It's just kind of rough.
There's literally no way you could beat out Anthony Bennett for biggest draft bust of all time unless you just straight up didn't play.
Well, I think he was projected to be like a late first, early second, and he went number 1.
He went number 1 for whatever reason. The Cavs literally tried him at every position on the floor in multiple different rotations and lineups to try to make something work. They literally threw everything but the kitchen sink.
I'm pretty sure he wound up getting cut from a team in Turkey.
Yeah. He was just that, like, and in college he was solid too.
Yeah, but the college game's a different game.
It's a different game. Like,
if you're a grown ass man, you got grown man strength and you're playing college ball.
Yeah.
You'll look good. Like, if you're like 6'8" or taller and you got some grown man strength, you can be an all-star in college basketball. It's like,
yeah,
you just got to be able to move people and you got to have a decent post bag. But by the point he got into the league,
yep,
that was gone.
Yeah, it was gone.
That's gone. It's like, or at least it was on the way out.
Yep.
Yeah, but Risacher, I'd say, is kind of the only real disappointing portion of their team. It's like, you took him number 1, the assumption would be, and granted, even when he got drafted, they were like, oh, he could be a great role player right away.
Yeah,
you're drafting a fucking role player with the number 1 pick. But he needs to become something more.
I mean,
he needs to at least become a serviceable 6th man.
Yes,
because if you can't be a productive player that is worthy of getting heavy minutes as a number 1 pick, you've failed.
I mean, let's be real. The 2024 draft class wasn't amazing by any means.
Yeah, no.
I think Stephon Castle's the best player to come out of that draft by far. Maybe Alex Sarr is a close second. He's been getting better. When I look at when I look at the list,
yeah, I'm looking right now.
I mean, Zach Edey's on that list as well.
Sarr's better than Risacher. Castle's better than Risacher.
Your boy Ron Holland was in that draft.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd say Klingen's probably better than Risacher.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Buzelis than Risacher.
Yep. Nikola Topic, I think.
I'd rather have Khalil Ware. I'd rather have Jared McCain.
Would you rather have Dillingham? I like Dillingham.
I still need to see more from Dillingham.
I just know from the samples I've seen, I like what I see. I just wish he got more opportunity.
I like his play style, and I'm excited that he's on the Bulls. But as of right now, he just
that's there.
He hasn't been a good basketball player. I'd rather have Keyshawn George than Zaccharie. Like half the first round, I'd rather have. I mean, for fuck's sake, I'd almost rather have Baylor Shireman.
Let's not get crazy here, okay? let's not give a great.
Let me pull up Baylor Shireman's stats. I mean, he hit 5 and 4. So
Baylor's been better, all right.
But also, he's not the number 1 pick.
Yeah, he was a late first rounder for us, so
he was the 30th pick of the first round, and he's half as productive as the number 1 pick in its draft class. Reed Shepherd hasn't shown it yet, I don't think, but I'd probably... Yeah, no, he has. He's having a better season than Risacher.
It's not very hard this year.
Yeah, it really isn't that hard. Like, even Bob Carrington, I'd probably rather have.
Yeah, he hasn't been too bad.
Oh,
he's just in Washington.
But there's just so many guys in this draft class. Like, freaking second round pick AJ Mitchell for the Thunder is averaging 14. It's just like,
yeah, he's been a lot better this year.
I didn't mean for this to just turn into Risacher slander.
His assistant to Rose, the number 1 overall pick.
You've got second round picks playing better than you.
You know Atlanta's kicking themselves for sure. Like
that's like imagine how much, like, granted, you probably would have had to play Sarr at the 4, but they'd be so much better off with Sarr.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Even Castle.
Dude, if you had Sarr and you had a Kumbu as your backup, solid. I mean,
or even if you started both of them, Sarr's good enough from behind the arc, and so is Okongwu.
Yep.
That you could get away with playing both of them together.
That's true.
But I feel like we've harped on the Hawks enough. This was supposed to be a good thing about the Hawks.
And that's roasting
Risacher got brought up.
Yeah.
But good for the Hawks on a 10-game win streak. Hopefully they can keep it up, be a legit playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
They're only like a couple games out of the 6th seed.
Yeah, they could avoid the playing altogether.
They could avoid the playing altogether.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Hopefully for them they do. Yeah. Suns and Celtics played last night.
Pretty good game. I was enjoying it. Very back and forth. Mm-hmm. Devin Booker was grilling us like he's been doing his whole career.
Yeah.
Literally since the beginning of his career.
I mean, Brown and Booker each had 40 points and 6 assists.
Brown was in his bag last night.
Brown was 41. He lately outdid.
Tatum was missing a couple shots down the stretch, which we've seen, but like Brown was cleaning up his messes very well.
Yeah.
Like Brown, it was literally like towards the end of the game, Brown was like, "Give me the ball and get the fuck out the way," because like there was some horrible calls being thrown our way, and that usually gets Jaylen fired up a little bit. You know what I mean? Where he'll just be like, "Fuck it," he'll fucking knock someone out the way. Won't get a call. He'll whine about it. He'll get back on defense like he normally does, and so yeah, great game from him. Even Tatum, I mean, he struggled shooting a little bit. I mean, he still had a pretty decent game altogether. So,
yeah. I mean, and he's recovered from an Achilles.
Yeah.
If he looks even remotely good, I'm like, all right, I'll take it.
Right.
Question for you, though.
Yeah.
Brown, this year, to me, he's probably going to end up getting All-NBA first team.
I think that's a lock.
Specialize the All-Star.
Yeah.
Do you think, say Tatum wasn't able to come back this year, do you think Brown is good enough to be the number 1 on a championship team?
Yes.
because he has been. Yeah. I mean, he kind of.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He won a Finals MVP. I know.
He was. I'm sorry. Listen, I love Jayson Tatum dearly. That 2024 championship, Jaylen Brown was the number one guy. He won Conference Finals MVP and Finals MVP for a reason. You could have easily gone the other way, given it to Tatum, but like,
I feel you.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like this year in particular, though, the flaws that were presumed in Jaylen Brown's game have been greatly diminished.
Oh, 100%.
To the point where it's like, I no longer have any wariness that trotting out Jaylen Brown and the rest of that team. Like I said, even without Tatum, it's great that you have both. But even without Tatum, it's like, I have no lack of confidence anymore putting Brown out there and saying he's going to get the job done even on his own. Where beforehand it's like, yes, he was getting the production, but how much of it was because Tatum was opening that up? Where now it's just like, Brown's that dude. Who's that dude? And it's great to have Tatum back too, because now it's like you've got two number one guys, and it's like, honestly, I feel like you're probably the only team in the league that has two number one guys.
Running through the list in my head right now.
Because the Thunder are the defending champs. They don't have two number one guys.
Yeah.
Shea is a number one guy. Jalen Williams is good, but he's not carrying a team all year.
Yeah, he has his moments where he's like, I mean, but here's the thing. Shea doesn't have a lot of moments where he's not looking very good. I mean, the guys, they had 127 straight games with 20 points. So but I mean, but there have been games where Shea maybe isn't carrying as much of a scoring load, and J-Dub's clearly the guy, but that's not that often. You know what I mean? So, as I run through the list in my head, there isn't really like a team where I'd be like, yeah, they're both number one guys. There's some teams that are close. I mean, like, I can't even say like the Knicks. Like, Brodson's the number one guy. Cat can have nights where he looks like the number one guy, but yeah, no, literally.
I feel like though you can put Brown. And I even this time last year, I did not feel this way about Jaylen Brown. But I feel like you can put Jaylen Brown on a large portion of NBA teams. And he would be the best player on that team.
Yeah. We talked about it before. Like, I mean, as we know, the slander of over the years of like, oh, Tatum or Brown won't win a championship together. They need to be broken up. Yeah. Everybody's saying that, right? So, like, naturally, we're like, well, I'd keep Tatum over Brown, you know, if I had to choose. Yeah. And Brown, I think, literally would thrive on any team. Like, he would be the clear number one. So
I think, like, you pretty much put him on any team that isn't the Thunder, the Nuggets, the Lakers. I mean, I don't. I was gonna say the Spurs, but I feel like you can argue he's better than Wemby.
It's about value.
I don't think he is.
Yeah, you could argue it.
The argument is there.
Yeah. I think that just ultimately boils down to the veteran status.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really the only reason why is Wemby hasn't proven at the top that he can do those things. Wemby has one playoff run, and that's no longer an argument. Like if the Spurs make the conference finals this year and Wemby looks good the whole time, it's like, okay, there's no argument to be made that if Brown was on the Spurs or something, he would be the best player on the team.
Yeah.
But my point is, regardless of the Brown-Wemby debate, which I don't really want to get into, you can put him on the majority of the teams, even a good chunk of the playoff teams, and he's probably the best player on the court.
Oh, 100%.
Just incredible stuff from him this year. And last night is just another example of 41, 6, and 7. It's just crazy.
41 and what?
Yeah, 6 and 7. All right, so last but not least, we got a couple expansion teams on the way. Got Seattle and Vegas out here, potentially for the 2020.
I have very different opinions on both cities. I'll put it that way.
You been to both cities?
No. I have very different opinions on basketball teams in both cities.
Oh, okay.
Seattle, I'm all for, just because of the nostalgia factor.
Yeah.
Why do we keep putting sports teams in Vegas? That's what I want to know. You take the Oakland Raiders.
That's crazy.
You bring them to Las Vegas. No one in fucking Oakland wants to fucking.
I don't like the relocating a team to Vegas.
I just don't.
I will say Vegas is such a huge market.
I understand
it
that
makes
portion.
sense for them to have teams.
Yes,
but they shouldn't be poaching a team like the Raiders, bro. Like, come on, let Oakland have theirs.
Right. Same with the Oakland A's in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but I will say, like, a team like the Golden Knights in the NHL.
Yeah,
like they deserve to have a team in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
But they should have their own teams. They shouldn't be just getting away with taking other teams. I'm curious though, because Seattle obviously is going to be the Supersonics.
Yeah.
If they name their team something that isn't the Supersonics,
so crazy.
Pack it back up and leave.
Yeah.
We don't want a Seattle team that isn't the
Adam Silver, there's going to be riots, my guy, dude.
I am very curious as to what Las Vegas's NBA team would be named. Because the WNBA took maybe the best name you could have for a Las Vegas basketball team with the Las Vegas Aces. And I don't know how you top that branding. Like, the only thing that came to my mind, which you could use but you can't, is if they were the Las Vegas Royals.
Yeah.
But Sacramento used to be the Royals. So it's like, can you do that or not?
Yeah.
I feel like you could. Honestly, I don't know why Sacramento is called the Kings, because they performed like anything.
Like performed like the fucking Jokers.
Yeah, they should be that. They should be the Las Vegas or not the Las Vegas, Sacramento Jacks at this point.
Bunch of jackasses. Except for the one light the beam season, man. Listen, the fucking two-seated Kings.
Oh man, I thought they were beating the Warriors that year.
They should have beaten the fucking Warriors.
Oh, man. Yes, but disappointment.
Yeah. NBA disappointment aside.
Yeah, disappointment aside. Vegas, I don't know what. Do not call your team the Flush. That would be horrible.
Is that a possibility?
Royal Flush.
Oh,
do not call your team the Flush. If you do that, we're flushing the jerseys down the throat.
Like Wizards fans too.
Yeah. With the expansion, since Seattle and Vegas are both far west, a team from the west would have to be moved into the Eastern Conference. The two candidates I've seen are the Grizzlies or the Timberwolves.
To move from west to east?
Yes.
Yeah. Memphis, Tennessee. I think you could do Minnesota.
I do too.
Yeah.
Geographically, the Grizzlies are closer.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Basketball-wise, I would so much rather it be the Wolves.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because then the Celtics play the Wolves 4 times a season.
Hell yeah.
Instead of 2.
We can go see Jayson Tatum versus Anthony Edwards in Boston.
That's what I'm saying. A conference matchup.
Yeah.
Would be so nice. Where, I'm sorry, I don't care about seeing the Celtics play the Grizzlies, bro.
So shit, at that point in time, who knows what they'll look like.
It's like, oh, we get to see the Celtics play Zaccharie for the 4th time.
James Spencer and freaking...
Also, the last sort of point I have here on this. LeBron has mentioned previously being interested in owning an NBA team in Vegas.
He owns 29 teams. What the fuck are you talking about?
He definitely owns the Raptors. But
as a Celtics fan, I'll say he owns our asses. Listen. It's true.
He was owning our asses.
He fucking killing us, dude.
Do you think like, granted, he could retire even before then. But do you think if LeBron isn't retired prior to the 2028-29 season that he would retire to try and own a Vegas team?
I could see it.
I definitely could see it.
That'd be a LeBron move for sure.
That would be like
for his portfolio.
If he really wants to be better than Jordan, he's gonna try and own the Vegas team, be the GM, and not be the Bobcats.
Own a team and just make the playoffs, and you're better than Jordan in that aspect. That's all you gotta fucking do.
That's all you gotta do.
Granted, Jordan still sold the Hornets for $2 billion fucking dollars somehow. He made money on that fucking deal. Actually insane. What did he do for the franchise?
Nothing. But when the league as a whole thrives, you thrive.
They got cardiac Kemba. Yeah, big fucking deal.
Kemba was so good on this.
Yes, he was. What else did they fucking have? Marvin Williams?
He had to come to the Celtics, tear his knee apart.
Yeah.
We won't slander the good name of Marvin Williams.
Hell yeah, 2K God.
Marvin Williams, if you don't know about him on 2K, you know, hop on 2K17.
Nah, listen.
And play as Marvin Williams. That jumper is pure.
Definitely do that. Highly recommend. Marvin Williams, hop on the podcast.
Damn right.
If you're watching for whatever reason.
I think Marvin Williams in 2K this year has an amethyst card.
Really?
I believe so.
God, I haven't played my team since like Vietnam. So
why am I typing in our notes? I tried to type into Google and I typed in our fucking notes. Marvin Williams, 91 overall, green machine.
The green machine.
Get him in my team. Go get him in my team. He has Hall of Fame set shot specialist, bro. And he has a 90 3-point shot. All hot zones around the 3-point line. Marvin Williams can shoot.
Yes, he can.
Marvin Williams can shoot. You know, I'm pretty sure he was a number 2 overall pick in his draft.
I think he was. You're right.
Love me some Marvin Williams.
I love a Marvin Williams side rant.
He's one of those guys that I'm a fan of purely due to 2K.
Yeah. Like Simbular.
Yeah. It's like he's one of those guys that like wasn't spectacular in real life, but in 2K was a god.
Oh, big time.
All right, on that note. Who's your favorite 2K player? Time and
not player, 2K player.
Yeah. There's a difference. There is a difference. Just ask anyone who played 2K13 as Gerald.
Oh my god. You fucking dunk menace, dude. My god.
That guy was LeBron back in. There was 2 LeBrons, and one of them was named Gerald Green.
You know, it was a fucking menace was Javonte Green in 2K.
Oh yeah.
Especially a couple years ago when he was like on the Celtics in 2K. Funny story about that. Way back in the day, you know, that's like late, I don't know, mid 2010s, like way back in the day. Oh yeah, we're so old, right? Anyway, freaking when we used to do the franchises with your brother and his friend, right? The 4 of us. I remember us playing online against your older brother, and I had Javonte Green on my fucking team, and this son of a bitch dunked near the free throw line, and fucking he was just killing your brother the whole fucking game. And I just remember him saying to us in the party, yeah, I'm fucking down 5 right now, or whatever he said. I'm down 5 right now because Javonte Green's turning into Michael fucking Jordan. So he's getting so pressed. He couldn't stop Javonte Green. I just kept dunking with another game.
Like 2K22.
Yeah.
If you just had guys that could dunk on your team, you won.
You
just won.
Oh, by the way, I have talked about De'Aaron Fox is also a cheat code in 2K. He's Usain Bolt, bro, in fucking 2K. He is so fast.
Yeah.
On that note. Make sure you guys, like, comment, share, on all the stuff, as we always say.
Do all the things on all the platforms.
Do all the things on all the stuff. That does not sound right. We got to change that.
Yeah.
All right, well...
Yeah, I know how to change it. Do all the stuff on all the things.
That's not better. That's even worse, I think. All right. We'll see you guys later.
Keep bearding and bucketing.
Yes. Peace.